Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Trooth Serum Podcast. We got Ryan and Corey.
Corey and Ryan.
And our little sidekick, Francisco Turtle Breton. He wears a shell on his back like a backpack. Packing a Mac in the back of the backpack. That's Turtle.
Knick-knack, paddywhack.
Who's that sidekick? It's Turtle. Anyway, so he loved the last intro, hates this one.
Yeah, this one wasn't great.
Yeah, no, we could have done better, but, yeah.
I hope you know that I plan on keeping the same energy.
I don't think you know how to keep that same energy.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I know Ryan defined keeping that same energy in the last podcast, which was one of my favorite moments in podcast history.
Wait, what happened?
You defined how one keeps that same energy with other people.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I typically start at a 15, and then I usually end at around a 2.
Yeah, it's true.
Sometimes a negative 2.
You're like the downside of a mountain.
Speaking of levels, you showed me that. Remember you showed us that the Ben Cannavale SNL sketch?
His name is Ben?
No, it's Brett Kavanaugh.
I don't know.
Ben Cannavale is a different person.
I don't know.
I don't know. One of them did it. That's what I know.
But, dude, Matt Damon killed it. It's just funny when he's like, all right, I'm going to start at 11, but I'm going to go straight to a 15.
His whole demeanor when he first walked out was on
awesome.
point.
He was intense. Do you know that Matt Damon is such a real one that SNL offered him to reprise the role of Brett Kavanaugh? He was like, nah, man, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go watch this UFC fight so you can hold that over there. You can miss me with that.
Yeah.
That's right. They kill things way too much when they do all, bring back, the same political figures.
Oh, shit. Is SNL repetitive?
It gets driven right into the... First of all...
Sorry, I didn't notice.
Wait, Turtle, how do you even find out this kind of insider information? What are you reading? Who's your source?
Oh, you think I have sources? No, a drunk guy at the fight told me that at my brother-in-law's house. My brother-in-law.
He read it somewhere.
He probably read it on Reddit.
Oh, yeah, how was the fight? I didn't see it on Saturday. All
right, here's the recap for the fight for all you fight fans out there. Damian the Black Beast Lewis, his actual name. Oh, fuck, his first name isn't Damian. Anyway, this guy won with a knockout. He was a heavyweight, and then he ripped his fucking shorts off in front of Joe Rogan. And when Joe Rogan was like, yo, why'd you take your shorts off? He's like, man, my balls is hot.
Yes, he did. Was his dick out?
No, but you could see his whole, dick area because he was wearing loose-ass fat guy boxer briefs. And then Joe Rogan was talking about it. He's like, man, I don't give a fuck about what you talking about. My fat black ass gonna need to go get some cardio. Fuck all that.
What's the difference between boxer briefs and loose-ass fat guy boxer briefs?
Fat guys... Their fat pushes out the elastic of the boxer brief, so they get that they get wispy and wafy on the sides.
They muffin topping too.
Oh, he was muffin topping.
Oof. You gotta wear these really unforgiving shorts.
It's like bicycle shorts.
And if you're fat, then you're gonna look like a cupcake, right, Ryan?
That's right.
That happened. A guy named Tony Ferguson he did break dancing, and then he fought a guy and won. And then Conor McGregor lost. But I think in the end, we all know he won.
You know why he won? Because he was better for it.
And because everybody was drinking his whiskey at the end of that fight.
Damn right. Mm. Well, boys, before we continue to talk about anything and everything, because we can talk about anything and everything for hours. God, it's like old times. Today's topic is expectations. Now, we all have them in several different ways every day. If I wake up in the morning and I go in the bathroom to sit down and take a shit, I expect that there's a roll of toilet paper there so I can wipe my ass.
Oh, fuck. That reminds me. I have to buy some.
But you know what I mean? I expect when I get to the fucking turnstile to swipe my Metro card that the fucking thing has money on it. I also expect that when I order... This is a real thing that happened today. When I order an omelet at the fucking deli near my job that I go to regularly, and I say, I want a bacon and cheddar cheese omelet. Now, what do you think that is?
Well, it's an omelet, obviously. As you scramble and cook it and throw the cheese in there, and there you go. You just fry it up, and you got it.
Also the bacon.
And the bacon, yeah.
So
what are you trying to define here?
I get a fucking egg that was not scrambled, that was just folded.
He gave you a fried egg?
It was just folded in half. It was at scrambling point, but it was not scrambled. So it was just folded in half, almost like a yellow tortilla, and then on top of it was just slices of cheese, like just sliced cheddar, like squares of cheese, and then bacon laid on top. That is not a bacon and cheddar cheese
Was it melted?
omelet.
Was the cheese melted?
Barely.
Well, here's where you fucked up. You had to say, I want an omelet with bacon and cheddar cheese in it.
You know, my expectations were all fucked up because I assumed that these guys knew what I was talking about. So maybe that's on me.
Or that man just doesn't know how to make an omelet.
It's possible he's a shitty omelet maker. I can't make an omelet to this day.
Or he just maybe autistic and very literal about it.
It's true. I mean, also, when I was a kid and then I became a fucking old enough to hang out and drink and party, my expectation was that I was gonna like have like a real world road rules kind of life. Turns out, you also have to go to work and pay bills and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, some of us don't.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right.
Well, if you're living at home, I guess.
Yeah, no, I don't work.
I'm not trying to sound like a hating one.
No. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm living my best life, guys.
Has anything ever lived up to you guys' expectations exactly the way you wanted it?
The movie The Departed.
Okay.
First time I saw it, it was exactly what I needed it to do. The movie The Lion King. The scene where Mufasa dies. I'm not saying this a good expectation, but I always expect to be really bummed out that cat's dead.
Well, Mufasa's the first cat in history to not land on his feet.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, actually, that story doesn't read true anymore now that you say it that way. Because if he was Mufasa was king of the jungle, but a bitch ass cat.
For the most part.
What do you mean a bitch ass cat? Because he died?
Well, like the one thing cats are known for is meowing and landing on their feet.
Well, he
was bad at half of it.
No, he wasn't bad. He got thrown in front of a stampede. How are you supposed to all right, he might have landed on his feet, but he got knocked the fuck out.
All right,
No, he
granted,
landed on
but
his
when
side.
he gets yanked off the mountain, if you recall, Mufasa, for the viewers watching, you can see this, falls like this, brother! And he falls with his back turned to the ground and never twists from the hips at any point.
Which is what cats do.
Which is how cats do it.
Also, it's a big fucking cat. Who knew it's going to be like, I know my...
lions are nimble, bro.
And they have petite waists.
Also, we can't find out. It's a fucking cartoon. But wait, or we could get the Mythbusters to find this out. Throw a real fucking lion into a stampede of antelopes.
Well, how would you do it, though? Would you get, like, a man in a dark brown lion costume to hold him over the edge of a cliff? Or would you actually train another lion
to have a Hamlet-level complex of his brother?
I need you to kill this lion in a very specific way.
Well, yeah, I have that expectation. To see that trained lion, have the results of what I'll see from the cartoon. So, yeah.
Okay.
I'm in agreement.
What's an expectation? Getting a pet like a dog and not knowing you have to train it and assuming that it'll do all the shit you want it to do, like what happened to me when I got a dog, and he doesn't sit, he doesn't roll over, he shits and pisses wherever he wants. And I didn't know that you had to train dogs. I thought they came from the factory pre-approved or some shit.
Pre-approved? Like, I hate that we're always going to say expectations and expect, but what did you expect from a fucking animal?
I thought like how a human gets smarter when they get older, my dog would be a puppy and be stupid, but then he would figure out the shit I needed him to do.
No, you were probably rewarding him for stupid behavior.
Oh, I rewarded him for everything.
That's the problem. That's why some people are dipshits, because everybody's been rewarding them. Everybody's been giving them a trophy for losing their whole life, and now they are a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I hate that fucking participation award you get when as a kid. It's like, we should know that we didn't win,
Yeah, you should feel bad for losing.
I don't want a participation award. I want number 1, number 2, and number 3.
It's true, because in sex, there's no participation award. If you're not good at it, someone's not coming.
That's true.
Yeah. And they're never coming ever again.
Yeah. No one's cool about it. No one's like, nah, man, your thanks for being here. I'm glad you showed up.
I appreciate your effort.
No, you tried. No, you tried. I saw that.
Unless you get accused of not even trying. Are you even trying?
That's got to be worse.
Especially if you are trying.
No. It has to be worse to be trying your hardest and accomplishing nothing.
Oh, God.
Have you ever been asked this during sex? What are you into as you're actually into it? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, because my answer's always fucking.
Yeah, I don't have. I feel weird in this position. To be like, well, I'm into this. As I'm
You know why? Because there's one guy that one time turned around and said, "Lick my asshole right now," and that's what happened.
Lick my butt.
Yeah. I'm kind of a jack of all trades. Sexually, like, look, if you want to be into it,
That says a
let's
lot there, buddy.
do it.
Let's.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to be into anything specifically, but if you want to do something, look, I'll spit in your mouth, I'll yank your hair, I'll eat your ass.
Yeah.
Well, they had different expectations than you when they even asked that question. You were probably doing something that they didn't think you were going to do. Oh, this is...
Or you think they were, like, leading into other things? Well, no, it did lead into other things, but, like...
I mean, it's like if you go on a first date with a person, you're not going to be like... You're not going to tell them all the wild, dumb shit that you do right away.
But I did.
Some of us do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. You do that.
Yeah, no up front. If you're going to buy a cell phone and 2 weeks into having the cell phone's going to try to eat your asshole, you should know. I'll let you know day one.
What if the cell phone turned into a person and put a wig on and walked into the room and offered you a blowjob like Ryan did in that dream you had?
What?
Yeah, what think I'm saying no? God damn, this fucking truck is backing up.
There's
the
a truck
guys.
backing up behind
There's a
us.
technical difficulty.
No, it's fine. I could hear you.
I don't know why I would say no to that. But why would the cell phone turn into a bald person? Why did they need a wig?
Who knows?
Wait, it turned into a bald dude? Because no.
Wait, yeah.
I'm so confused here. What's happening?
Wait, I
There's a cell
got
phone.
something that's going to make you less confused.
Okay, go on.
When you buy a cell phone
Okay.
and you sign a contract
All right.
and you now have to pay a bill, what is your expectation of that cell phone?
Having it? What?
You expect it to be able to help you contact other people?
Yeah, obviously. It's what a phone's for.
What if it stops working? Do you get upset?
Yeah.
What do you do when you get upset about your cell phone not working?
I don't know, just get annoyed.
Do you complain to people about it?
Sometimes. Don't we all complain like a little bit and be like, oh shit, this thing's not working?
If you had to call and file a complaint and the customer service rep was on the phone and they weren't very helpful, what's your idea? Like,
I can't yell at them.
What do you mean you can't?
I can, but like if I were to yell at them, it would be like it's not their fault.
You can't-
My fucking thing is not working.
well, they're supposed to help you though.
Yeah, they could help me out.
That's your expectation too.
Okay.
I think they should expect you to yell at them.
I guess.
Like it's their fault.
Like when my mom, when I was a child, didn't take me to Toys R Us, but she mentioned Toys R Us was on the menu for later in the day, I yelled at her because I thought she was a liar now, and my expectation was I didn't come out of a liar. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes I yelled at my mom as a child. I wasn't a good kid.
That's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was a bit of a brat.
Are you asking if I was going to yell at the fucking...
No, I was just wondering about your expectations. I used to have this thing where my dad would tell me that he was going to come pick me up. And my expectation was that he was going to be honest about the time he was going to show up to get me so I could hang out with him. Mm-hmm. And he just fucking wouldn't come sometimes. So that shit like that happening to you when you're young kind of like makes you...
fucks your head up.
That sucks.
Yeah. I'm not saying it for a pity party. I'm just giving an example of it.
No, but in one regard, your dad was really good at not picking you up.
Yeah, he was really good.
And it happens often, like back then.
It happened quite a few times.
Like more times than not. Like, what was your dad's shooting percentage on picking you up?
He was probably at a good like 58%,
Damn.
That's
which is like a little more than half for you non-math doing people.
pretty strong. I mean, I just remembered. I just had. There's not a remember. There's not a remember.
A rememory?
I think I just had a fucking stroke.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I'm pretty sure I don't remember what my dad's voice sounds like. And I feel like when you come out of a vagina, your mother's, and you're born, not sexually, you like expect to know what your dad's voice sounds like, but I don't know what that dude's voice sounds like. I assume Spanish, right? Like I don't think he got a German accent out of nowhere.
Do an impression of what you think his voice sounds like.
Hola, mijo. Te escucho en el podcast del Truth Serum y te quiero decir que siempre he pensado que tú eres muy buen mozo because I'm on a telenovela.
Do you think your father is Danny Trejo?
Man, a man can dream, right?
I love it. Like he's pretty much a soccer football announcer as well.
That'd be fucking sweet. No, he's just a drunk dying in the Dominican Republic.
Those guys got pipes on them.
Ah, yes.
Well, Ryan, have you ever ordered something online and then it showed up and was not the thing that you expected it to be?
Oh yeah, that actually reminds me of a story. I tried ordering a the first Spider-Man movie, the Sam Raimi one.
With Tobin Maguire.
And like the costume looks so fucking cool. I wanted one. So I went on eBay and I started looking up a bunch of prices and like, all right, cool. I guess you get the closest expensive one, like $300. All right, that's a good deal for that custom, authentic looking one. And they have a picture of it. It looked great. And I was like, all right, that's what I'm expecting to get.
What size did you order?
I got a large at the time. So it's still kind of a
large at the time. Does that mean that it changed sizes over time?
I was a big kid.
Oh, you're fat. Okay.
So when I ordered it and it got delivered to my place and I opened it up, it's this like fake fucking Halloween costume, not the official, fine material that it was.
What was it made
authentic. It was a shitty costume,
probably
man.
polyester,
like from fucking what you buy at a CVS or something.
A CVS costume.
It was such bullshit. And I had to contact them. I was like, "What the fuck happened?" It's like, and the guy didn't contact me. eBay, refunded me and all that shit.
Oh, did you keep the costume and the money?
I did. Yeah, I kept the money.
Well, then that's a win-win.
For a shitty ass costume, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, but you got a shitty costume and $300. You started your day off with $300 and no costume.
Yeah, man, there's kids starving in Africa. They probably wish they had a whack costume.
No, I bet they wish they had food.
That too.
Not a costume. I think. You know what I think about expectations is like, expectations set up the way you deal with reality, right? Because I would argue you should expect nothing all the time, and you could never get bummed out. It's the guy from Dodgeball Theory. Do you remember the movie Dodgeball, Ryan?
I remember Dodgeball.
Ryan Babala?
I think that's a bullshit defense mechanism I think it's a stupid force field that you put up to.
No, but there's a way to do it where it's not defense mechanism. Where it's like, if you go. And I guess it's about managing your expectations, right? If you go into a scenario in which you've managed your expectations correctly, it's not that you can't be disappointed, but you can't be shattered. Like if you go into a date and your expectation is, not only is she gonna fucking love me from the jump, we're gonna be together forever, and that doesn't happen. Well, number one, you don't know how the fucking world works. You're probably a fucking idiot. And number two, well, now you've put yourself in a position where that not happening is a non-starter for your happiness.
Yeah.
Like, expectations do a lot with regards to, like, how happy you can be in a scenario.
Oh, totally. 100%.
Like, if you want to play a basketball game and your goal is, like, I just want to play a good game of basketball, as opposed to, like, I got to beat this person and I got to dunk today, but you've never fucking dunked once in your life and you're 300 pounds and 15, but you did a bunch of calf races that summer and you think this is going to really do it for me, and then you don't, well, then you're way more bummed out as opposed to like your goal was to go out and be in the game. Because when you have your expectations set at a reasonable rate, you're allowed the glory of like passing them and then being super stoked that you did that, as opposed to coming up short and being like, oh man, I guess I got to do another sum of these calf raises, dog.
You ever been in a situation where you get super cocky and like you're on point, like say a beer pong game or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you get super cocky. You're like, there's this expectation, but you're not feeling it. You're not thinking about it, but there is that you're gonna win. You know what I mean?
I mean, me and Ryan were 2016 beer pong champions.
That's true.
Against whom, in what, versus who?
Against everybody at the fucking Gamma Mu Sigma housewarming party, you bitch.
Yeah, motherfucker.
You were the champion for a year from games played in one night.
Yes.
That's how that works.
You guys got weird expectations about what the word champion means.
Listen, you walked out with a participation trophy, so shut the fuck up.
Okay.
I participated in whipping that ass.
I'm going to hear a lot of expectation today, so I'm going to say this. I propose a game that's going to drive me nuts. Let's make it a drinking game.
You know what? I did have expectations that you would create this and
right.
turn this into a drink.
I'm pretty sure I know the rules of this game.
What happened last time in many previous episodes, we keep announcing the thing we're talking about, and I'm going to say this. Every time we say it, you have to take a sip.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Smart.
I'm drinking throughout
Right,
anyway.
Let's fucking do it. Truth serum.
It's like playing
Practice
beer
drinking.
pong, but you have a drink in your hand.
Yeah.
I'm already doing it.
But like when you have expectation and it works out, how awesome is that?
Little
Like
bit.
you have that fucking Rudy moment. What was your Rudy moments of like, all right, you're expected to do this and you achieved it, you won it, and it felt fucking great.
When you say Rudy, you mean that bar on the Upper West Side that has hot dogs?
No, I'm referring. Even though that's a
No, he was
great
talking
place for
about-
hot dogs.
He was talking about the movie with Sean Astin.
Are you about to say Sean
Sean
William
William
Scott?
Scott, because you remind me of Sean William Scott.
What?
Yeah, you guys act the same. Not in life, like you guys have the same acting technique.
Oh man, I wish I had his like sex appeal. I guess.
Yeah, you're a real stifler.
God damn it.
All of these are compliments from me.
I know.
I think Sean William Scott. My expectation of Sean William Scott is that he's a pretty sweet dude, and he was in the movie Goon.
He was also in The Rundown.
Best The Rock movie from the year 2003 that he starred in with Christopher Walken. Guaranteed, you can't find a better The Rock movie that he was in with Christopher Walken.
Oh yeah, the rundown's pretty good.
That might have only been the only one.
All right, so then find a better one.
I'm waiting. I'll wait. Anyway. Sometimes I think Turtle's going to act like a civilized human being when he comes over.
I say I'm gonna be civil today. That's my impression of you.
Now, boys, how you guys have been feeling? We're talking about a specific topic, and
What was the topic?
it's just about like a certain feeling that you get from having an idea of the way something should be, and every now and then we get disappointed.
Oh, like an inkling of how something might go down?
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like a sneaking suspicion, so to speak.
I keep. God damn it! I keep thinking about this movie. I can't.
By the way, the chat agrees that you have a Sean William Scott vibe.
All right, I get it. Thank you. I'll take it.
That's pretty cool, actually. Sean William Scott, like all the chicks liked him back in the day.
Yeah, it's better than having the Toadstool from Super Mario vibe that I give off.
Speaking of which,
Oh, you're more of a Goomba.
Damn, man.
I'm sorry.
I shot myself down with the Toadstool thing. Did you have to step on me too and kick the show?
did you like the movie, by the way?
Oh, the Super Mario
Yeah,
movie?
that was great.
With Luigi Mario and Mario Mario. That's one of my favorite movies growing up.
Wasn't John Leguizamo in that?
Yeah,
John Leguizamo.
They were drunk the whole time doing it because the script was changed so many times. Bob Hoskins hates it. Like, there's so many backstory to it. It's great, but still, the movie I love.
Oh my god, it's an atrocious movie, but it's
Yeah.
bad in such a good way.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't expect it. I'm trying to drink.
Yeah.
I actually have a question for you guys because I heard something today that I thought was pretty interesting.
Yeah, what's that?
Did you guys watch the movie Suicide Squad?
Yeah, absolutely.
I had expectations that that movie was going to be shit,
And you were proven pretty much right.
so I didn't watch it. But somebody told me that the reason that movie was so bad is because the original people that started to make that film gave up halfway through and then let the people that created the trailer do the whole movie.
That
That's
makes
kind of
sense.
how it happened, yeah.
That makes sense.
But it's a lot like raising a kid. Like, if you start raising a kid and then you give up halfway through and then let somebody else start raising that kid and they gotta fucking erase all the bullshit you put in that kid's mouth ahead,
Whoa.
my expectation would be he's gonna turn out and not be a doctor. You know what I'm saying?
Take a sip.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. He might become a murderous fucking psychopath, which is fine. I mean, we need those.
I think it's easier to become a murderer than become a doctor.
There's too many people. We're overpopulated.
So
Anyway.
what do you think? Like, as a hypothetical, or when you say that coddling thing, where like, all right, not coddle, but when you're raising something, like let's say that movie, and you let that go in that one direction, who knows that was going to be the right direction for it? You know what I mean?
Oh, totally.
You know what I mean? Like, wonder what this beast would have been if they hadn't steered it the way it was. You think that's why Suicide Squad didn't?
Yeah, look, I saw Suicide Squad. There were all the makings of a good movie. I'm gonna tell you the three makings of a good movie.
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
I knew you were going to say that.
Will Smith. Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Name a whack movie she's been in besides Suicide Squad. You seen I, Tonya? It's a tour de force. Tour de force. It's a tour of the police force station is what I'm saying.
Where'd that come from? I know it's a French term. Tour de force. I haven't seen that, like, when they always put it in front of, like, really, like, these actors in these movies. Like, you gotta see this movie. He's a real tour de force.
I'll tell you why. Because the expectation when you hear French shit before anything is, oh man, it's artistic. Why is that? Why is it that some languages have this association with artistry, or like if I hear something Italian before food, and then also the word artisanal, I think, man, this bread's gonna taste extra better, but it's just fucking focaccia bread. It's just
And also
it's
the
just
French.
yeast.
The French have the best bread.
Do they? I don't know.
Yeah, they do, bro. I
But you
found
know
out
what?
recently.
If you went to
French toast?
What the French?
You know, French toast is just pancake shaped like a square.
I'm sorry. Could you say that again? Speech impediment.
French toast is just pancake. You got some nerve saying I have a speech impediment. You mispronouncing bitch. French toast is just
Wait,
pancakes.
sorry, what were you saying again?
French.
Can we get some subtitles on him?
French toast is just pancakes.
For our audio
this
listeners.
goddamn joke isn't worth it, but French toast is just pancakes shaped like a square.
For
Yeah.
our audio listeners, he said that French toast is like pancakes.
But it's shaped
flat.
like a square.
It's shaped like a square.
You know, when I started this podcast, my expectation wasn't that I was going to be ramshackled by YouTube facts.
I didn't come here to get ramshacked. You ever go somewhere? Speaking of
By
expectations,
the way, I invented the word ramshackle.
you ever go somewhere and your expectations that you're gonna have a good time, but you show up and just get ramshackled the whole time? You ever go to tell your friends like
I feel like when you think of ramshackled, you're thinking about ramming something, not being shackled.
No, ramshackled.
just getting berated?
Ramshackled is like you showed up and you thought everything was going to be cool, and then like Corey comes into the room and he's just putting all his bullshit on you, and you're just trying to sit down and drink a beer and chill out, but like now his problems are your problems.
No, that's not what that means.
Don't tell me what the fucking word I made
That's
up means.
not what that means. Not to me.
Well, fuck you. Langston Belgium joined the chat, by the way, guys.
All right.
Yeah, that's not what
It's not.
ramshackling means.
I was just putting it on my ass.
But have you ever, like, say, as far as expectations go, say you ever, like, this usually happens too when you're younger, and I think it does still happen when you're older. Like, a young example of it would be you showed up to school with a new pair of sneakers that you thought all your friends were going to give you mad props for, like, they thought the shit was dope, and then everybody shits on you when you show up instead.
Oh my god.
And makes you feel like an asshole, like you might start crying and have to go home early or
That's why
something.
kids don't try new shit. You ever show up with a new haircut?
Yeah.
That, like your mom thinks is really handsome? Because moms, let me tell you something about what moms think is handsome. Moms think weathermen are handsome. But when you're a kid, you think like NBA players look cool. So you want to look like them, and you don't want to show up to school in second grade with a goddamn part down the middle and your hair split in two sides.
Oh, fuck no, you look like alfalfa.
That was cool at the time, you know. During the '90s, that was a fad, you know. But
not in the Bronx.
Looks dumb as fuck now.
Or what about like if you saw a commercial for a video game and the graphics look crazy, and then you play Tomb Raider 2 on PlayStation 1 and it's all pixelated and shit, and you keep getting stuck trying to like turn in a certain direction,
Yep.
and it didn't look that smooth in the motherfucking commercial. Expectation versus reality, boys and girls.
Take a sip, everybody.
You know what's weird about that? You ever think about, you know how like every video game you play now, everything looks so crazy in high definition? It's gonna sound crazy. When I was younger and like Tekken 1 first came out, I remember it looking as clear then as it does now. But then I play shit now and go back to then and it looks bad. Like you ever watch like a baseball game or a football game from the 90s? I watched sports as a kid. I don't remember the footage looking that grainy and fucked up when I was little. I felt like that was HD to me.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then now I found out, it's like when Morty and Rick and Morty found out what true level was, and he could never go back to walking on the ground again without it fucking him up.
Yeah, Death to the Cosmic Slaughter.
Yeah.
Lambs to the Cosmic Slaughter.
Lamps to the Cosmic.
I mean, go watch fucking Clash of the Titans from back in the day. Go watch that whack-ass movie. You can see, like, a pterodactyl. You can see the strings holding his fucking wings while he's flying. You see it when you're a kid, you're like, oh, my God, he's fucking destroying buildings.
It's crazy. Like you look at that. Like back then, that was amazing to them. And look at us now. We're achieving, you know,
True level.
true level.
True level. Like, kids today got crazy virtual reality, and I was pretty stoked on Claymation Gumby.
What do you think? Oh yeah.
Gumby was the shit.
Davy and Goliath, I mean, look, it was a Christian show, but it was the best you could do in Catholic school when you didn't want to have religion class, you know what I'm saying?
The blockheads, they were definitely Albanian.
That is as close to a racial slur. I'm not disagreeing.
I'm just saying.
Most Albanians I know have very flat heads. They can balance a book, if you know what I'm saying. It won't drop.
I thought they were just real blockheads. I don't know.
No, they have square
No,
heads.
it was there was like subtle undertones. If I had to guess,
Well,
I'm
well-
not, you know,
If you're guessing as well, like what is Gumby?
Gumby's a black dude.
Gumby's
Yeah.
black.
Gumby got
Hey,
the DJ Jazzy Jeff haircut.
Because of SNL and Eddie
Oh no!
Murphy.
Just anytime a cartoon character is green, it's a black guy.
Yeah.
Ryan, have you ever watched Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Is Piccolo black?
Is Piccolo black?
Piccolo's black
Piccolo's
as shit.
black as shit.
He's from like Nigeria or
Not
some
only
shit.
is Piccolo black as shit, first of all, he's wearing a goddamn North African turban the whole
Now
time.
he might be a Muslim.
Piccolo's black as
a black
shit.
Muslim.
If you remember Dragon Ball, King Piccolo just looks like an old black man that's green. He has all the fucking old black man wrinkles in his forehead.
He looks like CeeLo Green.
He looks...
No, he doesn't look like CeeLo Green.
No, he's not fat. Mr. Popo looks like CeeLo Green. King Piccolo looked like a guy that would stand on a New York street corner in the 70s with a cigarette hanging out his mouth that the cops would come to for information on some Huggy Bear shit.
Oh my God. That's fucking concise.
Think about King Piccolo, man.
You know...
Skeeter, black.
Skeeter Puck.
His father, black.
No, Skeeter's blue.
No, but he's a black guy in Doug, obviously.
Oh, but he was a darker skinned black guy because he was blue. Because my mom used to be like, oh, he's so black, he's blue black. My mom used to say that shit.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's not just your mom thing.
Or
Other
purple.
people say that.
Mr. Dink, the teacher in Doug, he was black as shit.
But weirdly enough, Guy, the purple guy, Filipino.
Yeah.
100%.
He had very Asian, the way his mannerisms and everything were
Very
super
Asian.
Asian.
Cool Asian dude. Phoebe Beats, probably mixed.
Yeah, probably a little.
Right.
little
What about Patty?
Latina.
Patty Mayonnaise.
Patty was white. Mayonnaise.
She was definitely white.
That's true. Mayonnaise
Patty
is white.
She was just a sun-kissed white girl.
Remember when they came out with green ketchup and purple ketchup?
I have a
And
strong opinion about this.
It was disgusting.
It was delicious.
It was so
It was so
fucking
much
gross.
cooler
Wait,
to
what was-
eat your food with colored ketchup.
When was this? I kind of
The 90s. It was called Heinz Squirts. And they had purple ketchup and they had green ketchup. And I made my mom buy me that shit until the line ran out.
Oh man, that must taste this like.
Nah, bro, that
nice.
shit made me fucking.
It was awesome.
Does it make your poop weird?
Yeah.
No, bro. It's supposed to taste like real ketchup, but it tastes a
tastes
little bit
like real
different.
ketchup.
I had some fries. I put fucking green ketchup on it, and just the way it looked made me want to fucking throw up.
Yeah, that's gross.
No,
though.
it was pretty sweet.
It's like snot, right? You pour in the green.
Kind.
That's what I would imagine when I look at something green. I'm dipping in, or I'm dipping into the ooze that like the teenagers.
yeah, but that was the appeal.
Well, it was the same consistency as like
Ketchup,
ketchup.
which is a superfluid, by the way.
How so?
Like in physics, there are things called superfluids, and ketchup will act as a solid sometimes and as a liquid all the way sometimes. That's why ketchup's super weird to get out of the glass bottles. Look it up, baby.
I'm looking it up right now.
I might be full of shit, but I might not be. That's
I
the
just
thing.
like I'm curious because like these crazy facts.
We should
sometimes
fact
you bring
check
up.
me more.
No, that's for the
I'm
viewers.
I'm the fact checker.
Wait, while Ryan's doing that, Corey, here's the worst thing I just realized about the green and purple ketchups.
Lay it on me. Lay it on me, Slick.
They called it Hershey Squirts. I mean, they called it Heinz Squirts.
Yeah, that's not really
bad.
cool.
That's bad branding.
That's not really cool. I got an expectation thing for you guys.
Drink.
You know, yeah. You know, when you go to the gym like for 3 days straight and you feel like you should look like Rambo.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
As
like
a
when you're
former
training.
very fat person, well, there was a time where Corey taught me how to work out in college, and I really thought, wait, so I got bust out like 20 push-ups today, and tomorrow I'll have a chest, right?
It don't work like that.
It doesn't work like that, and I really expected to. I really thought I was gonna look like Stone Cold Steve Austin within a month and a half.
That takes time. Dude. Like training takes time.
You worked out and you ate a salad and thought you were gonna wake up with a fucking 12-pack.
Oh my god, you don't know how bad that's what I wanted it to be. Like I've wanted a lot of things. I've wanted relationships not to end. I've wanted family members back from the grave. I'm fucking a very selfish person, I can admit this. I've wanted nothing more than to do nothing to my body and wake up looking like an action figure.
Fair enough.
No, that's plausible. Like I think all of us have that sort of mentality because you Corey used to train a lot. You know,
Yeah, now I'm worthless.
you're not worthless.
No,
you still,
no, he's right.
You still look great. You know, like you're still in shape. You know, you weren't like that peak that you were, but you still look good. You know, like
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks,
you're
Ryan.
falling off is what Brian's saying.
Thanks, Ryan. I'm with my real friend at this table.
Also, ketchup isn't a super fluid, sir. It's
Thank
a
you.
non-Newtonian fluid.
Okay, cool. I was close. It was sciencey enough, man.
Sounds like something Doom Nomatron would say.
It's a non-Newtonian fluid. All right. I mean, I've been drinking, but to even pull out anything that close, I feel like it's a little bit impressive, right?
That's pretty impressive that you are combining these scientific
Well, look up
terminology.
I'm gonna look up what a superfluid is now to see how wrong I am.
Have you ever been?
And don't look up cum. Were you looking up? I bet you were looking at cum, right? Is it superfluid or not?
Well,
I
it's-
absolutely wasn't thinking that.
I think it has to be a
Fucking
superfluid. It helps life get.
Well, yeah,
created.
it's like it's not a superfluid, but it's definitely super at its job.
I call it super. I love it.
You know, like if somebody.
We don't call anything super anymore or ultimate. Like we have to think of this like cooler name for things.
I'll tell you why. Because after they named Ultimate Frisbee, they fucking devalued the word.
Would
If
you
Frisbee
elaborate?
could be the ultimate at anything, then nothing has any value at the level of ultimate.
Well, would you rather use a frisbee or toss a baseball around for the rest of your life?
Toss a baseball around.
I don't know. I'm a big more of a frisbee fan, but I love tossing a baseball more than a frisbee.
What about
if I had that skill?
What about a pigskin?
Oh yeah, pigskin's fun.
Toss a pigskin around.
I do it.
I'll be skins and you'll be skins.
I'm into it.
Referring to the music video that Ryan and I were a part of, coming out soon, boys and girls. Restaurants. You go to them.
I think I made the word superfluid up, to be honest.
Oh, you
No,
looked it up.
it's
and
actually
saw-
real. It is a term. Wait, where did you? Did you ever heard of that term? I was watching a lot of videos. I know it's a little off topic, but I was watching a lot of Joe Rogan and his feud with Carlos Mencia. Mencia?
Carlos Mencia.
Yeah, and he started talking about like how jokes are like being ripped off, but that wasn't the point of like why he's doing it. And he coined this one term called
Rubbernecking?
no, it's like syntho-schenectady or something like that. I forget the true term of it. Is what is like you heard an idea.
Oh, he didn't coin that term. That's like a psychological thing.
Yeah, psychological thing where you think it's your own. You heard it once, but you're not expecting it. You didn't expect it to be.
Do you think people really suffer from that?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you think it's an original idea, but it's not. You heard it from somewhere.
They say Robin Williams used to have that. Like there's two theories of it where it's Robin Williams used to do a bunch of drugs and sit in the back of a room and with a notebook write down other people's material, and then the other people in the other camp of Robin Williams wasn't a joke thief. It's like no, he would hang out in fucking comedy clubs. He was a comedian, and he would go on stage coked up and out of his mind and improvise and not know that he was really saying somebody else's bit because in the moment he had no idea. And those people say that when they would approach him and be like, hey man, you stole my bit, like I wrote this, he'd be like, oh my god, I'm sorry, and he would always pay them for it. But that's a real thing. Like you ever
How do you know that's true?
No,
That's
no,
more
no,
like
no, no.
inside.
That's a real, not that story. That's a real thing. Like parallel thinking is a thing where two people.
No,
come
I
up with the
understand
same-
that, but how do you know that like that particular incident?
Because
is
people
tr-
have come forward and said he's paid me for bits that he did on stage.
Did they say it after he died when he can't defend himself about it?
You wouldn't defend yourself when people are saying good things about you.
Did he pierce the genie when he asked them when he paid for them?
Look, I'm not a fucking Robert Williams biographer. I'm telling you a story I heard about Robert Williams.
The problem is people are liars.
I'll fact check this on-
Whitney Houston said that she wasn't smoking crack, and she
was
fucking
definitely
definitely was. And maybe Robin Williams was stealing.
No,
jokes.
look, he might have been, but I'm saying like parallel thinking is definitely a thing. There's a real thing I thought, and then I realized I'm retarded. One day I woke up out of bed and said to myself, holy shit, I got it. You know what would make cities way cooler? If you just connected all these different neighborhoods via roller coaster. And then I was, oh shit, I just invented a shittier version of trains.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
One day, I actually had an invention in my mind, and we were in college, and I looked at my boys and I said, yo, I got this restaurant idea.
I like was.
I said, I got 2 words for you. Astronaut food. And everybody looked at me and said, what? And I said, astronaut food. You know, like, the food that they dry out and give to astronauts to live for a long period of time in a place where they're not going to be around like restaurants and shit.
Yeah.
Astronaut food. And everybody tried to convince me that no one would go to my astronaut food restaurant.
Also because they fucking sell that in science, like in every science museum.
Yeah, or science museums or those smart stores.
Yeah, you can just
Kids'
buy
smart
them
stores.
I
at a
don't know.
packet.
At 19, I thought that was brilliant.
Did you actually have some? In
Also,
your
that's
life?
not an invention. That's not what an invent. You can't say I have this invention. It's a fucking pencil sharpener store. That's a fucking business idea.
I invented a pencil sharpener store.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I have all kind of pencil sharpeners.
Maybe we could use. I think we could use the terminology to create in another term as invent. You know, he could have invented a restaurant of astronauts.
Have you ever invented something that you were super proud of? I've invented forts on the bunk beds before.
I invented Lego toys that
Yeah.
I put together.
I invented tacos the
I think
other
you guys
day.
are bastardizing this term. You guys are really ultimate frisbeeing this term.
Hey, don't hate on the player.
No, don't hate on ultimate.
Hate the game. Don't hate
Yeah,
the player.
yeah, Ryan, he's probably never invented anything
I
before.
know, right?
He didn't even invent the name Turtle. What an idiot.
I didn't want it. I didn't want it. It was forced upon me.
It was forced upon you?
Yeah, this turtle was a force upon.
Did you hate it at first?
At first, I hate it now.
You hate it now? Are you
I
serious?
don't like it.
I've tried real
Imagine
hard.
being at a bar and the first time a cute girl gets introduced to you, it's just, oh my god, your name is Turtle. I'm not even a fucking person to that person. And then I'm insane and I talk all the shit I talk, so then I'm definitely not a person. It doesn't bode well.
It's just like
It's boded well
It's
for
a
you before.
nickname though, like, you know.
Yeah, but some nicknames aren't the name of a fucking animal.
Like what? Name some nicknames.
Chaz,
I don't know about that.
Johnny,
Those are
Dexter.
Names. Those are just names.
Dick, Hank,
What's Hank short for?
Henry.
Oh, that's true.
I never understood that.
Yeah, no, that's a weird one. Chuck.
For Charlie.
When we're going back, like it's like Richard and Dick, like we're like you're
That
saying.
one doesn't make any fucking
that one
sense.
doesn't- I understand Henry and Hank.
Yeah, they used to call Nixon Tricky Dick.
No, that was for other reasons. It just worked out that way.
Do you think Buddy Hackett's a funny name?
Buddy Hackett's definitely a
That's
funny
a
name.
funny-
Buddy Hackett is a funny name.
Buddy's short for something too. Friend.
Don't you have a friend who has a cool name that you think, man, every time I see this friend I gotta say their full name?
Yeah.
We got a couple of those that we just force their full names
like
on
Matthew,
them.
you got to say Matthew WJ.
Matthew WJ.
You gotta say
you gotta say
Matthew
WJ.
WJ. You have to. WJ. I say WJ a lot.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but you're a contrarian, famously.
Go fuck yourself. I'm not a contrarian.
You
I like,
just contraried me.
I like things
Nary,
that
nary,
people
quite
like
contrary.
all the time. If a group of people came up to me and said, "Oh man, Corey, you know what? Suicide Squad actually was good," I go, "You know what? Maybe I'll check it out and give it a chance." If it was you, you'd be like, "No, fuck that," and I'm killing everybody who created that movie. That's you. I'm not. Like
I'm
that.
sorry, I'm cool. That's what you just described to me.
Yeah, I started being a little closed-minded as well. Like sometimes when I hear reviews, and you know, like when you go see something and you without that fuck it expectation, and it's fucking phenomenal.
me.
When you don't keep watching it, you know, you'll enjoy it for what it is. When you don't think about it,
When did
that's,
you-
that's the problem.
That's the thing I said earlier.
Yeah. I'm trying to reiterate and bring it, gonna rope it back in.
Yeah,
that-
rub it back in, baby.
Like you know,
He's really
so
roping me in. That's for sure.
I'm pushing rope over here.
I was thinking about what we were talking about, like, you know, with this topic. Yeah, you're.
I'm pushing rope.
Pushing rope. I invented pushing rope. How about that?
Nope, I heard
trying to-
someone say it before.
I learned it from Archer. For the listeners at home, pushing rope is when you try to.
Wait, Ryan's on the fucking roll and you're fucking it up with your rope.
It's okay.
pusher.
Finish your rope. Go ahead.
Pushing rope is when you. Pushing rope is when you try to have sex with a half hard on.
Yeah, we already did the fucking
Is that-
truth about Urban Dictionary.
Is that what it meant?
Yeah, man.
That's so fucking great.
Ryan dug it.
You try to bone with a half rock?
Oh man, that must tear a lot of buttholes. Anyways,
Why would you assume anal sex for that?
I'm assuming you pull.
Oh, because it'd be really hard to push your soft dick into a butt, right?
I'm thinking.
Corey?
I'm just thinking a rope in the butt.
Ryan, have you ever wished that your shit was like a rope and it had a knot at the end and you could just yank it out because you didn't have to push anymore?
That'd be nice.
You also
But
wouldn't have to wipe your ass either.
Also, I don't want like shit on my hand.
Yeah, sure, but like, wouldn't it be better than straining to shit? I guess I'm describing. Wouldn't it be better if shit was anal beads?
You,
No.
Ryan,
Oh,
you've
okay.
gotten shit on your hand before and you washed it off and it's totally fine.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying, it's disgusting to have shit in your hand.
Yeah, no, I'm not pro it. I'm just saying sometimes you're taking a shit that's so frustrating, you just want to yank it out.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like the one where you're just kind of constipated. You're like, I'm trying to push, and you're like, come on.
I mean, like, as
Get outta
a person with a brown skin tone, anytime I've gotten shit on my hand, I thought, man, if I was like one of those super white people, this would look way browner. Like, that's it. That's the end of that thought. That's all I've thought.
Oh, I
I
gotta.
like how you're thinking like race right now. It's like, you know,
I gotta-
since I'm a browner too.
I
It
got
almost blends in.
I got a race thought about that. I remember when I was like 4 years old, right? No, because when you're a kid, you don't know shit. So I remember when I was 4 years old, my best friend at the time, still my good friend, Jordan Mustafer, he's a black man, and
Why does that matter?
It's going to matter in a second, because I asked him this question. I didn't know that black people's underhand was lighter than their overhand. And one day he showed, like, I just looked at his hand. I was like, wait, the fucking bottom of your hand isn't as black as the top of your hand. He was like, he cursed at me at 4 years. He was like, motherfucker, what did you think? And I said, I thought you were just black all over.
I thought your whole body was just black.
I didn't know. I was 4 years old. I was like, I barely know what I am. I didn't understand that you weren't just this one shade across your body.
Yeah.
The ignorance of children.
Yeah, children are racist, but in a very cute and funny way.
Children get away with it. You know, I'm going to teach my child to be a real racist prick.
Did your
like my mother did to me?
Speaking of family and parents, like, were you guys ever pushed in like your education, like what or anything, to be something that you don't want to be? Did they ever?
Oh my God, I actually do have one.
Yeah,
100%.
What was? We'll start with Corey first. Like, what was yours, man?
Well, I remember when I would show up to. Damn, I wish I had another beer. I remember when I would show up to fucking. Oh damn, you gonna get up?
Oh, I was gonna
would you mind handing me my smokes then too? If you're gonna get up?
Jesus Christ,
Yo,
you piece of shit.
Sorry.
That's why no one does nice things for you.
I remember. No, I remember when I was a kid. And I would show up, and I remember I had first gotten glasses. You know, I was rocking these little bifocals. I had them fold up.
So you do wear glasses?
I had them, bro. I got my original glasses right over there on the table. But so I would show up to like family gatherings, and I had a couple of aunts and uncles that would say things to me like, "Yo, you look like a professor. One day you're gonna be a professor." And in my mind, I was like, why the fuck would I ever want to be a professor? I don't even like sitting in class right now.
I think you'd enjoy school way more if you were the one doing the teaching.
If I was doing teaching, I'd totally
Because
enjoy
this,
it.
like, realistically,
I'm teaching right now.
if we were a little bit more informed, this is a lecture. This is what a lecture is.
Yeah, it's a TED Talk, but better because we got real opinion. Nah, I'm kidding. TED Talks are pretty cool.
no.
TED Talks are cool.
You
don't
know, you
have,
don't
like,
have to be
exactly-
verified.
Oh shit,
You know,
bro.
TEDx talks are just talks that people do.
Damn.
You don't even got to be a professor.
What's going on, bro?
Corey's just making sure he gets these smokes. Everybody, if you see a pair of hands, it's Hannah Wintrode. I
Thanks,
like Hannah
baby.
Wintrode, producer.
Thanks, baby. I love you.
Special producer Hannah.
She produced dinner for the niggas, and it was amazing.
Oh, I don't have an ashtray. Ryan, you mind grabbing that ashtray?
Are you
Anyway,
fucking for real?
no, you ever watch a TED Talk and think, man, this motherfucker is speaking to my soul? I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm very sorry.
You know, one of the best TED Talks I ever saw was the author of Eat, Pray, Love did a TED Talk on the nature
Thanks,
of
bro.
creativity, and it was life altering.
That's
swear
cool.
to God.
Wait, Ryan, so you obviously asked that question for a reason.
Yeah, you had an expectation.
Well,
you were going to get to
I
talk.
want to hear what Frank said.
Oh no,
No, they didn't expect anything of him.
Like,
no one expected anything of me.
They see you as a, I don't know, like they wanted to see you as like, I don't know, some sort of author. You went to Harvard.
No.
Or
I got
you're going to
I
go.
got accepted into Harvard, and then I PCP'd my way out of that one. No, all right.
It's the most honest thing you've ever said in your life.
Nah, dude, I say honest shit all the time. Way too honest.
Garmanar.
No, but yeah. So I think my thing is going to be very similar to your thing. Yeah, I'm going to bag one of those as well. So my mother has done this to all her children, and this is actually fucked up. I'm gonna start with this. My sister has a very good job, makes a lot of money, has a dope career, and according to my mother, when anyone asks her what my sister does, my mom goes, "Oh yeah, she works in a psychologist's office." No, my sister like works for the people that run Comic-Con and shit, and she has to deal with people in London and Brazil and set up all these conferences. And my mom's so ashamed that my sister has this good job, and she's like, she's still going back to college to get her psychiatry degree.
She's a stripper. It's okay.
Mom, she would prefer, I feel like. My mother sent my two brothers to college in Dominican Republic so they could be doctors. These two fucking retards aren't going to be doctors. They went over there and did a bunch of coke.
Couple of real mouth breathers.
Look, they went over there and did a bunch of coke, drank a bunch, smoked mad weed, had a blast, and definitely didn't get their medical degrees. And then when I told my mom, I'm going to be a stand-up comedian, every month or so, she'll give me a call and be like, listen, if things aren't working out, you want to move to the Dominican Republic and go to school in all Spanish and become a doctor, I got you.
Well, the expectation of college is that you're somehow going to just end up successful with a job the second you get a goddamn degree. And that doesn't fucking happen.
Yeah.
All the time. It does happen. But
Corey made more money after he dropped out of college.
I did figure something out somehow. I got lucky. It's nothing's guaranteed, right?
No, you figured it out.
Well, what was your expectation, though, Ryan?
My expectation?
Let me guess. Can I guess what they wanted you to be?
Yeah, go ahead. Guess.
All right. Can I get three tries?
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah,
You could
go
guess,
for it.
Guess as many times you want. Like, you're going to get it right the first try.
Yeah.
Astronaut.
No.
Oh.
Oh man, well now there's a monkey wrench thrown into this game, and I'm interested.
I just always see Ryan in space. Sorry.
I got money on Corey getting this.
I appreciate
right.
that. I did want to go to space camp.
He's a real Han Solo, if you ask
You
me.
want to go to adult space camp together?
Dude, I'm so down.
I'm dead serious about this.
Well, dude, we're gonna Apollo 13 the shit out of it. When I say
Isn't
Apollo
that the
13,
one that blew up?
I mean we're gonna get trashed. Good time.
Hey, we're gonna really be the Hotel Columbia. Oh, it's not a hotel; it's a goddamn spaceship. I fucked that one up.
Hotel.
That's the one that blew up.
motel.
Holiday Inn.
What?
If
Party.
that girl start acting up, then you take her friend. Boom. Truer words have never been spoken.
Absolutely not. That they did not get consent for that song.
So, what my parents always wanted me to be was a doctor.
Yeah, baby, called it.
You know, like anyone. You know, I guess that's what a lot of Filipinos are. The expectation of the old generation is to be stable, to be rich, to be be able to provide for your family. That was the thing, stability.
Yeah.
And now we got to the point of our our generation. We're just dreamers, and we learned that we should follow it. And that's that's where I'm coming from now. This is what we're doing now.
Well, cheers to that,
podcast, man. That's what I want to do. I expect just to do this, hang out with my buds, and drink and have a fun time, produce comedy, keep doing shows, trigger it out.
Exactly.
Just trigger it out.
And did I say trigger it out?
No, but I like that. I think that's actually pretty badass.
Going home with Trigger. Fucking Trey Songz nicknamed himself something that upsets people.
No, but I think it's awesome.
Anyway.
But wait, just real quick, Ryan, wouldn't you say that immigrant parents, I feel think only 3 jobs exist? It's like, no, you're gonna be a lawyer. No, I don't want to be that. Okay, you could be a doctor.
And then in a low level, police officer.
Oh no, I was gonna say accountant. Police officers you washed out.
And you think about these jobs, also there's my mom told me recently, you go back to school, you could learn about what do you want to study? I was like, maybe sound engineering, maybe go to take class in computers. It's like, what?
Also, what do you mean, bitch?
Also,
what do you mean computers?
What do you mean?
Call Ryan's mom, bitch.
Yeah.
What do you mean computers?
Yeah. Well, what is the? What are you coming from when you're saying computers? I don't want to. Also, I don't want to work in that shit because I will take shit from other people. I don't like working with customers, even though I do enjoy my bar that I work at right now. I get to be cool when it's slow. I get to talk to people, hang out. I get to drink a bit and have fun. With these other jobs out there, I guess I'm over talking here a bit about
No.
doing these computer jobs or being a lawyer. Or being a doctor won't never satisfy me.
Well, parents like to say misguided shit to you because they don't know you the way they used to know you. You lived with them before, They don't know all the times that you're alone and you're not with them. They think that you just maybe he still thinks about being a doctor.
You know what? I would venture to say parents don't know you until you start your own family. You know what parents know? They know their expectation of how they thought you were going to grow up.
Yeah,
because they saw you do dumb shit like stop up the toilet and think you could fix it by yourself, but really just make the situation worse, and then stand there crying in a puddle of your own shit and piss. Doesn't that sound like it really happened to me?
Yeah, well, my mom knows me as a kid that took a shit on her floor because I was too afraid to go into the hallway because I thought the boogeyman was out there.
Yeah, and he was. That's
Look,
why
he was out there. I have no proof he wasn't.
Oh, perception is reality.
Goddamn right.
God, that was smart.
I was actually talking to my brothers about going to
Astronaut camp?
Astronaut camp. I was going to be an artist before anything else. I drew as much as you did. Not as well now as you are, being an artist. But dude, my mom told my brothers, they were very supportive of me. I was supposed to go to Pratt.
How many brothers do you have?
2.
You just 2 brothers?
Just 2 brothers.
Just 2 brothers?
I knew you.
Just 2 brothers.
And that's what she said. I love her to death. She's a good person, but she thinks differently. I understand that, but she said, if you do that, you'll be a bum.
Little did she know you did it anyway. High five, baby.
Right.
We figured it
I'm still
out.
a bum.
Do you feel like some of your desire to achieve a level of success and following your dreams is almost in a way to respectfully say fuck you to your parents?
My whole life is a fuck you to my parents.
Don't think we all do that a little bit?
Respectfully.
Yeah, we're all a little bit do what we want.
Fuck you guys, man. Ben Affleck said it in Boiler Room when he gave that awesome speech, and he was like, you know, your mom and dad think that you this job is stupid. Fuck you, mom and dad. See what happens when you're making their fucking house payments or some shit like that.
But it's nice to have that support, though. In the end, like, they are looking after you.
Oh, of course. I love my parents.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, your mom's pretty rad.
His mom beat me once, and I had a concussion.
Yeah, with a moon boot on.
This happened like fucking a month and a half ago. I was hanging out here, and I bought Corey's mom onion rings, and then she started slapping the shit out of me, and I had just got a concussion in Corey's bathroom.
You know, I didn't realize that onion rings were as good as they are until my last like 3 or 4 years of life, because my expectation was that I was going to eat onion rings and it was just going to be like biting into an onion. And I actually...
That's not that stupid. That's legit.
Yeah.
You think about the things that you make yourself afraid of because you adapt to ideas of like whatever the people that raised you had. Mm-hmm. So like, if your parents didn't eat certain shit, then you just would avoid it. You know? Because you just always had this idea that the shit... So your expectation was that this thing was going to suck, but it's actually amazing. Like, I used to not like spicy foods. I used to not like spicy things. Now, like, I fucking doused shit in hot sauce.
Yeah, look at you. You're actually eating things you normally eat.
Yeah. No, I love it. Actually, Turtle is the one that kind of got me into spicy stuff.
Yeah, I like it. I like it hot.
So you got him into the buffalo wing diet?
Well, he made me realize that spicy shit tastes fucking good.
It tastes pretty good. You get a little sweat on. It's like the mouth fucking of food.
Yeah, I always get the Asian
Yeah,
sweats.
mouth fucking.
That's a real thing.
Asian sweats, Asian flush, baby.
Yep.
It's the best way to win at poker, if you know what I'm saying.
What's an Asian flush?
An Asian flush is when you're playing poker and you put your dick flush in an Asian girl's pussy.
Nah, that's not what it is.
And you want a hand.
That's not what it is, Brett Kavanaugh.
That is true.
Ryan agreed.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look, that's not my best bet.
No, it's not.
No.
Look, sometimes you go
Yes,
fishing,
yeah.
you expect to catch a whale, and you come back with a boot.
Is that what Captain Ahab did?
You know, I've never read... Look, I'm going to tell you the books I pretend I've read and I've never read.
Why do you pretend?
Sometimes, man, listen, I like to... there's a facade that I'm smarter than I am, and Moby Dick is one of those
It's actually
books.
pronounced facid.
It's absolutely not. But then again, how do I know? I didn't read Moby Dick. Moby Dick's one of those books. You know what's another book I didn't read? Great Expectations. You know what's another book I'm never going to read? Little Women.
I was trying to set up that bit.
Also Jane Eyre. Oh, fuck, that was an accident. The Great Expectations thing was an
Yeah, I
accident.
was setting it up, man. I was hoping that you would say it anyways.
And that's why Ryan is a mastermind, boys and girls.
Tale of Two Cities, also never read it.
Was there ever an event in your guys' lives that, like, you know, hey, I look forward to this, and you want it to be the best thing in the world, and it turned out to be actually that? Or wait, and the follow-up would be, like, all right, you don't expect a lot, and then you had the greatest time in your life. You know, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Almost every... I don't know. I find myself as the older I get, I kind of just, like, I'm a little crabby about a lot of things.
No, man, you get a shampoo, it clears that right up.
So I'm just kind of just like, oh, fuck, like, I've seen this, I've done this. So when things happen that are out of the ordinary for me, like, I never really thought that I would enjoy sitting down at a dinner. Like, if somebody invites you to dinner, I remember there was a time in my life I'd be like, fuck, they're doing their birthday, they're just having dinner. Now
you're like an old
I'm
guy.
like, people invite me to dinners, I'm like, man, there's going to be good wine, there's gonna be conversation. Like, I love going to dinners now.
Yeah.
Like, birthday dinner, and then you end up having some great talks with some people and you grab a drink at, like, that's fun to me. But or like family time was never that important to me. And now, like, I love it when I get to be around my family. I love it when I get to see my brother or my sister or hang out with my dad. Like, that shit's cool now to me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know?
What about you, Francis?
Well, to answer Ryan's question specifically, how he asked it.
Fuck yourself.
No, you're a dumb bitch. No, I'm sorry. You're an asshole.
Be nice.
No, everyone knows I don't mean it.
I know you mean it. I know I'm kidding.
No, I can think of two moments. When I did the play that I wrote with Nita, one friend of the show, that got
the play Nita wrote?
That's fucking not true, and that hurts my feelings.
I was just joking.
No, you're a piece of shit. That's why I'm gonna write the musical by myself, and I'm not gonna give you credit, and I'm gonna make you cry.
Good move.
Jesus Christ.
That was a lot of work.
That was so much. For anyone that's not watching live, Corey just climbed over Ryan.
Also, he farted.
Man, my expectation was that you wouldn't fart.
No, I smell ass.
No, what if his ass?
I think
his ass just smells?
He must have mud butt.
Corey might have mud butt. He was talking about having shit on his hands.
But you didn't. Think that your work would be like
no, totally opposite.
Revered. Really?
I thought it was going to be awesome, and I was so proud of it. And then the first night we ran it, we oversold the show, and it got a standing ovation, and then it got accepted in the Fringe, and like it turned out exactly how I wanted. And then you were there for this. The other side is I hate my birthday. I don't like celebrating birthdays. And not everything that transpired that night has lasted into today, but like my last birthday was the most fun. It was like the best night of my life.
Oh yeah?
And I hate birthdays, but I absolutely had the most fun I've ever had. I got to hang out with the best people in the world and my favorite people, and new and exciting things happened for me that day.
Nice.
And it was dope as shit. But that's definitely a time where I was like, I thought we were just gonna go out, have a couple of wings. This beer was for you. Have a couple of wings and like do nothing, and then so much more happened that night and the next day, and it turned into this whirlwind experience, and that was great. And yeah, so I've definitely seen it on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, dude, that's I love that when that happens, when you're like, all right, I hate this thing, and then suddenly it's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
That's the best. What about you, Ryan?
What my favorite unexpected thing that ever happened to me?
Oh my God! Wait.
What?
No, go, and then I'm gonna give you my real answer.
No. Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say. I'm trying to think.
No, you know what's funny? Oh, okay, yeah. The day that I met Hannah, I had lunch with my mom, right? And we were just talking, and she was just like, just doing normal mom shit. And she goes, How's your love life? I said, fucking non-existent. I hate everybody and I don't want to date anyone. Based on the experiences that I had. And I didn't really mean that truly, because I am the type of person that does believe in like having that kind of closeness in your life. And then I ended up saying, my mom was like, what are you doing tonight? I said, I'm going to my friend K-Day's show to support, it's going to be fun. And Ryan's going to be there, and I'm going to get real drunk and go home and go to sleep. That's what I thought was going to happen.
Solid plan.
Yeah, solid plan. I mean, like, there's no me saying I'm going to show up to a fun event where I'm going to know at least 12 people, and my friend, and Ryan's going to be there, and there's going to be a bar, and it's not fun. There's no way that is not fun. The only way that's not fun is if fucking The Undertaker walked in and just started choke slamming everybody one by one.
Actually, that sounds mad fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I wish you
not when he got to me. I don't want that shit to happen.
How would you
to me.
let him get to you? Finish the story, but there's no way you would let him
You're gonna
get
sit
to
here
you.
and watch him choke slam 4 people before
He
you?
choke slammed one motherfucker. I'm gone.
I'm gonna be like, all right, no, because he choked slam one motherfucker, but maybe he has beef with him. Then he choked slam another person. Oh, that was probably part of his posse, and they were all talking shit. Then he just starts doing it to everybody else. Like, maybe I should leave.
Yeah.
I love this fantasy.
Yeah.
But
Solid fantasy.
I sat there and I was drinking. They got a special at Arlene's Grocery down in the Lower East Side in beautiful New York City, ladies and gentlemen. And it was wintertime. It was cold out. I was drinking.
Tuesday?
Yeah, I was drinking
was a
like
Tuesday.
whiskeys and beers. The norm. And then all of a sudden I turn around and I see this girl with these dark eyebrows and a beanie on. And I'm like, this girl's really cute, This girl is like my type of girl. So
when she walked into the door, did a theme song play in your head? Was it like in slow motion? You got like True by Spandau Ballet playing in the background.
Well,
that's a reference that's gonna go over.
Spandau
Yeah,
Ballet.
that went
No,
really
I know.
well.
I know this much is
true.
Yeah, and then I started talking to her. She wanted nothing to do with me, and then we went in, and I got pulled on stage for a specific part of the show, and then we started talking afterwards. And we started hanging out, and I had no idea when I woke up on that morning that I was going to meet this woman and just start like building a fucking life. Like that is a day that I was really kind of just feeling like whatever and kind of just lethargic. That I was expecting that my night was going to be, let me go enjoy myself with my friends, and I ended up meeting someone and having a cool relationship that's meaningful. So that's a specific time that I can think of.
That's beautiful, man.
That was sweet, man.
That was super gay.
Check
too.
us out on Skin
I'm
Deep,
kidding,
man.
I'm kidding.
It was
Yeah,
gay
man.
as
Yeah,
shit.
man.
Sounds like you were really pushing rope in a butt. You know what I mean?
Pushing some rope.
No, like, God, I don't know, man. I think I don't know. I truly don't know. What made me feel. I could say what made me feel good for an expectation.
Oh, did something make you feel good?
Yeah. We do a lot of shows and a lot of comedy together. Like nothing surprises you in a moment in time that you make all these people laugh and you don't know why, and that's why I love improv. They're like
Something that'll tickle somebody.
when you go on stage and you have that feeling, and the expectations of being funny, you start not being funny. But there's this one time, or many times, but this one time was very special to me.
Magical.
Yeah, I was with my first or third indie improv team, Banshee, and they're great. And I love Daryl and Alexis and all of them
Palmer,
too.
Alexis
Yeah.
Coffer.
And we did this one show for Leah Evans in that place in Queens. And
QED?
QED. And all of us are nervous. I was not really thinking at all. I was like just not giving a fuck.
That's the best way to go out.
Yeah, I was
In
like,
life.
and we just killed. Like, we were on that stage. Everything was just beautiful. People were just fucking laughing. Even though, it's like that typical indie show where mostly teams watching teams, but the teams were laughing at us, too, as well. And we're doing well together. And we're just playing off. It was just a perfect, to me.
Perfect soup.
That's one of my favorite shows, and that fulfilled all those unexpected expectations. And I don't know. That was just my favorite moment. And other favorite moments would be, family moments of going to a party and not thinking that this would happen. I didn't know that Doug fucking barfed out the window. That's crazy. It's a good. Not
I don't believe you have anybody in your family named Doug.
There's no.
I don't believe.
No, you're right. There's no Filipino ever in the world named Doug. That's true.
We were talking about this, about different types of people that have specific names. There's no motherfucking Filipino named Doug.
Well, let's look it up. Facebook.
I
What am I
remember.
gonna do? Type in Doug the Filipino?
Yeah.
I don't search Filipinos anymore. It's illegal on my computer.
No.
When you look up Doug the Filipino, it's probably a dubbed version
Of
of
Doug in Tagalog.
Oh, that's actually smart.
Oh my God! Do the Doug theme song.
Would you get to the store?
That's fucked up because in the Filipino Doug version,
They eat him?
pork chop.
I knew you were gonna say that.
That was coming. Who yeah?
That's right from Manny Pacquiao's
Do
life.
Filipinos eat dogs?
That's the stick. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Manny
I never
Pacquiao's
have.
father famously once cooked their dog and fed it to him, and then he ran away and became Manny Pacquiao. Look it up.
Well, maybe that
I'm gonna have to really fact check that one.
That one's for real.
there was something in that dog that made him really good at fighting.
Yeah, meat.
He had to sacrifice his voice. You know, it's an expectation thing.
You think a dog was a dog fighter?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That was good.
You know, it's an expectation thing. You ever see a person, and
Yes.
then like say you see somebody that looks like Ivan Drago or something, like just a big, strong motherfucker, and then they start talking, they have a soft ass voice.
Like Mike Tyson or Barry Bonds.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I think it suits them. I like when I hear their normal voice, like when they're kind of squeaky, but yet they're just big and meandering.
Yeah, you know who had a real big meandering? Did you say meandering?
Yeah, I know that's not the right.
No, it's fine.
You know who had a big person voice? Andre the Giant.
Anybody want a peanut?
That's definitely not Andre
That's
the
not.
Giant.
Hey, fix it.
Anybody want a peanut?
That's even worse.
Oh,
You sound like somebody that just got punched in the mouth.
I thought I sounded like deaf Andre the Giant.
Is he deaf?
I don't fucking know. He was retarded.
He sounded deaf.
He was big.
Was he retarded?
No, he had gigantism.
They used to call him mongoloids. Isn't that fucked up?
Mongoloids.
Well, you got a mongoloid child, ma'am. I don't know.
That was the medical designation.
They would call
You think if they were to name it a cooler name that people would appreciate those slurs? Maybe
Yeah.
you call him oh, he's Mega Man. He's just a huge person. He's a mega.
He's a Mega Man. No,
then you
because we would
start
find a way to
believing-
make it bad.
No, you start believing that they're better than you, and then you only want to have retarded babies, and then there's no more smart regular babies to keep the retarded babies alive.
I mean, there was a time where people lived in small villages. If somebody like Andre the Giant walked in, they would fucking chase him around with torches and probably murder him.
Or he'd be motherfucking chief.
Oh yeah.
If he figured it out. The townspeople are pretty fucking vicious.
Yeah, he was normal for a while, though. I feel like Andre the Giant in a town, in like a tribe, would have just grown up and they would have been like, well, make him the fucking dude because he's the biggest and the strongest.
Yeah, like, and also they'll be aiming for him because he's the biggest target.
Yeah, it's like
The enemies.
the townspeople are just as mean as like school children in middle school, like that'll just fucking say whatever they want. Like if you're in school and you show up and one of your teeth fell out, you're not gonna fucking hear the end of it until your tooth grows
No,
back.
you just keep your mouth shut.
How though?
Like this.
How? Nah, there's no way. Or you're one of those kids who can't close their mouth. You got a horse mouth. You got one of those things. Everybody's looking at you and they're like calling you Mr. Horsey, or calling you Bullseye, or calling.
I had a tumor on my eye until like I was 5 years old, and you know what? Kids never made fun of me for it. And my eye was like big and gloppy and
He had
closed.
a Quasimodo. Had a real Quasimodo
I
going.
had a quasi going.
You quasi-eyed?
He was quasi evil.
It was fucked up, man. It was fucked up. It looked like I had an elbow on my eyelid.
It looked like his brain. It looked like part of his brain got mad at the other part of his brain and tried to come out of the front.
It's true. That's what it looked like.
Yeah,
I'm tumor free now, guys.
took a lot of
It's not the tumor.
It wasn't. It was some kind of blood problem.
What if somebody said to you, "Yo, you have a tumor"? Would you have said it's not a tumor in an Arnold Schwarzenegger voice?
I was like fucking 5 years old. No, I would have cried probably.
You didn't like Kindergarten Cop?
I loved Kindergarten Cop, and my favorite Sega Genesis game was Terminator 2.
Nice. I do like... Terminator 2 is a pretty fun game.
It's the best Terminator movie.
It's the best Terminator
I
movie by
have
far.
one last serious question for you guys before, I'm done with my questioning of that. Looking back at your lives now, all right, what did you ever think, like, within a certain time frame of your life, you built this expectation about, how you're going to develop, who you're going to be? You ever look past, like, all right, in the future, I'm going to be this, and 5 years have passed, and you are what you are. How do you feel about that first? What is that beginning point, and where you're at this point now, presently? You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, is it good, bad, or I don't know, whatever you think it is. Was it what you expect it to be, or is it something that you're like, all right, maybe I need more? I don't know.
Do you want to take this one first, or?
No, you can go first.
All right. 5 years ago, I was 23 going on 24, right? And I hadn't done shit. I had just quit stand-up comedy at 23 because I had terrible stage fright. Corey used to go to see me at open mics, and I would fucking tremble and shake like a chihuahua trying not to shit itself. Like, it was fucked up. And it was before I had started improv. And I've never been in a serious relationship. I didn't have serious friendships. Even it was basically just Corey and like auxiliary and ancillary people in my life that like I wasn't really that close to, but it was like basically just him
and
Jordan, a couple other niggas, but people fall by the wayside. And if you told me that in 5 years from now I would have like truly loved two people, thought about marrying one of them, having it not worked out, but like gone through whatever it was that I went through, performed at real comedy clubs, done Fringe Festival, wrote a play, fucking even like I met Ava DuVernay last week. Like I did background work, but I met Ava DuVernay and spoke to her, and she was fucking nice as shit. And I'm on a podcast with two of my best friends. Like, I would think that you were full of shit, and then still now there's also the reality of like I still don't think I've done enough. So it's kind of like this double-edged sword of like absolutely I couldn't have thought that I would be this, but then in my most arrogant moments I was like, I'm gonna be on fucking SNL already, bitch. And it's like I've done so much in 5 years that like you don't have a mechanism to know like how you should regulate what amount of success you're gonna get in a time frame because you're not operating on anybody else's timeline. So it's really both of those things. Like I had no idea any of this would be coming.
But you said you're not operating on anyone else's timeline. But were you also not comparing yourself to other people that were people that you aspired to be like?
Oh, definitely.
Who were on a timeline?
Yeah, but they were also putting in different levels of work for different. Like, there's a kid that I shot a sketch with named Jermaine Fowler, and he's famous now, and he blew up. And he and I like started stand up around the same time, but like he put out an inordinate amount of work compared to what I was doing within stand-up, and he reaped what he sowed. And so it's a thing of like, you can't compare yourself to also somebody else's hustle. You can only be on the track that you're running. Because he also didn't do improv. He didn't take a couple years off. He didn't own wrestling. Like, that's just one specific example. So
it's about staying in your own lane, so there's no traffic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to be like a horse with blinders on. That's the only way to run your race.
Yeah.
But so yes and no. Cop out. Boom.
No, that's a good answer.
That's a pretty good answer. I'm surprised.
It's really good.
No, I'm good. You used to cheat off me in college, and I used to tell you not to. Only good answers.
Is that true, Corey?
His word against
you're on the Truth Serum podcast. You have to.
His word against
you're
mine.
Expected to answer that.
His word against
I've
mine.
scolded Corey a bunch of times trying to cheat off my test.
I'm not going to answer this question without a lawyer present.
So that's a yes.
Do you plead the fifth? My brother's a lawyer. I guess that makes me a lawyer. So
by proxy.
Fraternity.
I don't know. But what about you? Do you ever have that thought of like, you know, this is where you might
In 5 years ago to now?
Yeah. I'm just saying it as a generality.
When I was younger, I feel like for me, the milestones that I consider to be something to be proud of myself about are just kind of all like mental self-awareness and being okay with myself, and being able to be okay with my own shortcomings and understand that if there is something that can be changed, then I have that power to change it. It's just a matter of it's not about like, if you, like, it's like I can't do it is different than like I won't do it. Like if I want to change something, I will. And if I just talk about it, but I don't do anything about it, I probably don't want to change it that much because I don't care enough. But I think even me being able to say that now was something that I couldn't do years ago. So I wasn't necessarily ever worried about finding a level of success based on my because my expectation was always the same in the sense of I'm always going to be stable financially somehow. I always will be because it's just a thing that I care about and it's a priority for me.
Yeah.
I always the thing is my expectation was that I would be mentally stable and like be of sound mind enough to enjoy things that are supposed to make you happy. And, you know, going through like the roller coaster of emotions that life brings to you, I kind of saw myself like hitting low points and extreme highs and just realizing that I didn't become like at peace with myself. I think I expected that I would have peace of mind without actually trying because I thought that success and financial stability would make me happy. And the reality versus that expectation is totally different. Because no matter what, you still have to you still have to do the work. You know what I mean? To make yourself feel okay as a person. I could have hit the lottery 5 years ago. I don't think that would have been great for me.
Oh no, you'd be dead. We'd be dead.
You know what I mean? So I think the expectation was that I would totally be okay as a person without trying. And I think the reality is now that I'm older and haven't experienced what I have, I had to actually try to be a better person.
Yeah.
You know, for myself, not necessarily to be. When I say better person, I don't mean like, oh, I'm reducing my carbon footprint. Like, I'm not thinking about
that's
that.
fake.
I'm thinking about like, no, I actually want to be a decent adult. That's okay. You can put me somewhere, and I'm not harmful to the place I'm at or the room I'm in or to myself. So I feel like that is a thing that I came to realize is the more important thing than having a certain level of success. I'd rather be okay with myself.
God damn, that's beautiful, David. I'm cheers to that.
Yeah, man. We had two deep answers.
That's deep, man.
And you're a faggot.
No, dude, like, you know,
That's cool. It's fine. I can say that.
I love that journey. You know, I think that's all. Not everybody, but that's a beautiful way to stride for in any, like. I know I'm kind of philosophical or whatever, religious or whatever, but like, you know, that's decent. That's good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, asshole.
No, Corey went from a guy that when we were 23, I said, if we ever crash landed on an island with a group of people we know, I'd have to kill him first. Because I didn't trust him to, like, let other people live and have a good life. Now, if we crash land on an island, I go to Corey and say, hey, man, you want to crack open this coconut with me, bro? That's how far he's come. From me having to murder him to, hey, you want some of this milk, dog, from the coconut?
Wait, but Ryan...
He's always been a given dude.
Are you kidding me? Ryan lives.
No, I'm asking Ryan, like, what about you?
oh.
Like, as far as your expectation from your youth to the point you are now in your life, I think that's actually a really great question and definitely a good, even a button on this episode of the podcast. I'd love to hear your answer.
I didn't expect me to be who I am now, ever. You know, who can expect who you become? This is what I thought I was. Let's say in my early 20s. Or even like I'm gonna have a similar mindset throughout. Like I'm not gonna say that from young to just naive, not educated, not understanding. You know, haven't lived enough. All I know is that I thought I was better than everybody else because I wanted to be my own person. I want that since the beginning of being 5. All I wanted to do was just play video games for the rest of my life. But that didn't happen. You know, like I want to be an artist. I want to be all these things. They've been shot down, but I made it. The reason I shut them down is because of myself. I shut it down. Sorry, I'm getting
No, keep going.
Continue.
Along the way, you know, I always imagined myself. I loved movies. I loved entertainment. I loved comedy. I always wanted to be someone that makes people laugh. That's what I always wanted to be. Everyone kept on telling me, like, no. You know, there's so many better actors out there. There's no way you can make it. I understand. You're not white or whatever. I'm not saying it's a total race thing, but you know, I always believed the true at the time. But now look at now.
Now POCs are hot too.
It's happening, man. You know, like you could be what you kind of want, but you still have to fight for it, of course, like anybody else would. You know, it's harder for a lot of people. I always thought I would be a performer, and I am. The problem is understanding that I am that and being okay with it, and that's the life.
It's weird when you become the thing you wanted to be, because then you have to be it.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I'm here
now.
Yeah.
Now it's expected. Now, I talk shit about my parents a lot of times, but my dad has always been supportive. I know my mom deep down is supportive. No matter what I do, always looked after me. She wants me to be who I am, as everyone else wants you to be who you are. In the end, I never expected to do this. I thought I was going to rot at my parents' place, being just the regular millennial, which is nothing wrong with staying home, but you're doing shit. Like, you know, just
I'm just not paying rent.
Yeah, you're not paying rent. You're doing your thing. Just being obnoxious and living that young life. I'm not there anymore. I feel older now. But, you know, I'm not there yet. I'm okay. And, you know, I never expected to be this. I feel like I'm rambling, but
No.
That was actually succinct.
Yeah, man, dude. I'm lucky. You know, I didn't expect this.
Yeah, I don't think
not having an expectation of meeting Corey, meeting you. This is like a blessing. You know, I think it's awesome.
Same, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a great quote from Hamlet that like sums this part up. It's like, you know, we might know we know what we are, but we know not what we may be.
Yeah.
The book's right behind you.
And the quote's right in front of me, motherfucker. I planned this. Expectation.
Holy shit! You actually did put that up
in the middle of what you were saying. I was like, that'd be perfect because what you said was deep as fuck. And Hamlet is a book about killing your uncle.
So I have to kill my uncle to feel some sort of inch of success and happiness in my expectations.
Everyone who's been successful has done it. Let me give you a quick list. Simba.
He didn't kill his uncle. He did kill his uncle, yeah.
He totally killed his uncle.
Yeah.
Or is it a book about being in charge who your mom gets to fuck?
Or, one more, totally correct. Or is it a book about really dangerously mentally abusing your girlfriend?
Okay.
To the point where she considers drowning herself.
Yeah.
But you know what? Oh, it seems harsh and brutal. You know, your lungs fill up with water.
But it's a peaceful way to
go. I mean, she could have not took it that way.
Is it? Yeah. Or is it a book about stabbing your girlfriend's brother?
Or is it a book?
No,
of
he didn't stab her brother. He
Stabbed
stabbed
his best friend?
No, he stabbed her.
Her brother.
Who's Polonius to Ophelia?
No, he killed her father. He killed her father. But he stabs her brother at the end.
Who is he? Mercutio?
Mercutio's his best friend.
Oh, that was his homeboy.
That's not Hamlet. We're talking
No, that's
about
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, for real? Then who's the nigga I think Mercutio is? That's the guy.
Tune in next time to the Truth Serum podcast when we find out.
I think we hit it.
All right, boys and girls. I'm going to end this one with a final thought. I just want to say, expectations, I think, are a very useful tool. I think that if we have unrealistic ones, we can severely disappoint ourselves. And I think that if, we're just honest with ourselves because I think if we walk around putting up fake shields saying, well, I don't have expectations so I don't get hurt, that's just somebody trying to block their own emotions or like who they are, try to pretend. Like it's like somebody who likes somebody, but then they go, but I'm just going to play it cool. It's like the same thing, Like, yo, if you are this person, be who you are. Have expectations. Fuck it. If you feel like you deserve good things, then expect to have them. Just, be realistic. That's it. And don't fucking bitch to me about your problems. Or Turtle or Ryan, because we don't want to fucking hear it. But the truth of the matter is we love you all. And we got shows coming up.
I thought you were
Right,
going
that's the catch up.
Oh, that's fucking
Easy squirt.
That's
ketchup.
awesome.
That's gross.
Pretty sweet, right?
Do they still sell them?
Ryan,
No, Easy
Turtle
Squirt
showing Ryan a
ketchup.
picture of the short ketchup. Turtle, do we have any shows coming up that you'd like to plug? We definitely do.
Everybody, please come check out the 22nd.
23rd. Michael Jordan.
22nd.
It's our Michael Jordan
It's our
show.
Come check out the next edition of Good Bad Stories, October 16th, 10 p.m. It can't be the 23rd.
Oh, you're right. It is 22nd.
22nd, yeah, because it'll be 2 years. 22nd edition of Good Bad Stories, October 16th at 10 p.m. at the People's Improv Theater, 123 East 24th Street. Also, check out our boy Tommy London's Unplugged show at Arlene's Grocery at 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday, the day after this podcast.
Shout out to Tommy London!
Shout out to Tommy London,
Oh, yeah.
the motherfucking rock star Tommy London. Follow our Instagrams at steak_Griffin for more updates on upcoming shows, upcoming theater shows that we got planned, upcoming live episodes of the Truth Serum, and a bunch of new ventures that we have coming for you. Ooh yeah, suck my dick.
Don't steal
Mr.
my
Tibbs.
fucking line.
I'll steal whatever I want.
Ooh, yeah. See how I said it different, bro? I said it like a jaguar.
I like how
Yeah,
you did
baby.
it. I like how you did it.
Oh,
You did
thanks,
it like a
man.
Simba.
Turtle's right. We have Good Bad Stories coming up. Ryan and I have a very homoerotic, very fun music video coming out. It's very, it's, just imagine a couple of dudes helping each other apply
Ramming
sunscreen.
each other like really hard and like rubbing oil,
Pushing rope, if you will.
pushing rope.
You'll have to see it to believe it.
It's like the Brokeback Mountain of bros.
But not really, though.
Wasn't Brokeback
was
Mountain
really.
Brokeback Mountain the Bros?
Apparently somebody died in that movie, based on a hate crime or something. We didn't kill anyone during the making of this film. But Ryan, do you have any show? Oh, also, by the way, check out my Instagram. It's CoreyGuns _CoreyGuns_ bitches.
Yeah, bitches. Check out our also we still have that we have a Patreon on patreon.com/Truth Serum. As you know how it's spelled from that. Also, please like, subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, Spotify, or even
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
Oh yeah, and if you like this, share this video. Tell your friends. Tell people about us. Fucking email us. Direct message us. Talk to us. Engage with us. We want to make the best show that we can for you motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm at JCVD Rules on Instagram. So yeah, if you like Jean-Claude Van Damme and awesomeness, you could get in contact with me. Corey, you were I've been thinking about Denise Richards a lot.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh man, classic. All time.
Classic, right?
Back in the
Oh
days.
God.
I look at her, I'm like, damn, how did she hook up with like Matt Dillon and Nev Campbell in that movie? Wild Things.
Wild Things, man. That was a real boner starter back in
Yeah,
the day.
man. Yeah.
It looked like she was about to come out of the pool at some point. I bet every boy in that theater couldn't help but think, what's the body looking like?
He's right.
Yeah.
You think they scissored Eiffel Tower?
Oh my God, I was gonna play with two scissors
you
today and
think
take a photo of it for you guys.
Oh, dude, that'd been hilarious. Anyways, good night, everybody.
Scissor.